Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen, to the Friday party that we call the YSN Power Hour Super Show right here exclusively on your sports network. DJ Yoakley for Colucci. We got Sam Torres. We got Hot Take Eric Hughes. And for the first time this year, the Bearcat himself, the Bobcat, I should say, but he looks like a bear a little bit in the log cabin house. Mr. CJ Schroeds joins us for the Super Show. Gentlemen, how are we this week?
It's week 4, baby.
It is week 4, and I think everybody knows what that means around here. For the majority of all of our teams, it is conference battle time. The rest of the season, here on out, we're going to have – every game is for something, right? The first 3 weeks is kind of getting the controls, getting the sticks on what you have going on this season. And now it is time for battling of that conference title, that conference crown. The target is on everybody's chest starting tonight here on YSN. One non-conference game, though, gentlemen, that I think is going to be incredible is where we're going to start today. It is the Battle of 224. It is Poland. It is Canfield. Two teams that are looking to continue this battle, obviously. Canfield looking to get back on track. Poland looking to keep things going, heading into NE8 conference territory next week with some big games. So let's start there. Fur, who do you have in this game and why?
So I covered Poland week 1. They look good. They look real good. I think they could, honestly, everyone knows I'm a South Range guy. I think they could give them a run for their money this year. It's going to be a grueler when that game comes. And Canfield, they've had some ups and downs this year, coming off a state championship 2 years ago and new coach this year. I forget their record, 1 or 2, 2-1, 1-2, whatever. But it's going to be a great game. Battle 224. Excited to see that it's still going on. But in my pick, I'm going to have to go with Poland. I know I always favor the NE8 teams, but I truly think that Poland is going to run it out and is going to tear it up this game and for the week's seeable future.
Hot take. Who do you got?
Yeah, I'm going to take Canfield in this one. I mean, like you guys have said, they're not off to the best start this season, but I think the best time right ships against their biggest rival here. Give me the Cardinals.
Sammy?
Yeah, this week it's a tough game. I think these are two very, very good programs, very well-coached programs, historical programs. Poland is off to an absolute roaring start. Hard to pick against Canfield, but that's what I'm going to do in this one. I'm going with Poland.
Siege?
Yeah, two strong teams. This is a great matchup here in week 4. I'm going to go Poland. I think it's going to be a real tight game, a real close game between these two teams.
Are you in the Christmas Story house? Is that where you are right now?
Well, I moved from the log cabin, which is in the other room, to my desk, which is in the corner of my house.
I can't put my arms down. I'm also going to go with this was a tough one. We talked about it on WFMJ with Dana. I think Poland's got a lot of weapons. I think Canfield's young on the come up. I'm going to take Poland in this one and take 2 straight. Last year, they broke the streak. This year, they start their streak, and we'll see how things continue down the road. But I'm taking Poland. And ladies and gentlemen, we have some awesome opportunities right now. We've been teasing guest pickers for weeks. At this time, we bring in our first guest picker of the season. And who could it be? Oh, who's that? It's a guest picker. Guest picker, are you taking Poland or are you taking Canfield?
Oh! 1, beat the team up north. 2, beat the Poland Bulldogs. How can I even wear blue today? Give me Canfield.
He's back.
Welcome back, Richie Juliana, wearing some red.
Let's go. No, it's going to be a good game, I think. But, I think Canfield's played a good schedule. So, I think that the Cardinals will come in prepared. And you know what? They can be 1-2. They can win 2 games the rest of the year. If you beat Poland, it's a great season.
Is it that big? Is it Ohio State, Michigan big that if you go 1-9 but you beat Poland or you beat Canfield, that's your season?
Oh yeah, that's the season. I love this rivalry, one of the best. I grew up in it, coming from Canfield, and nothing beats the Canfield-Poland rivalry in any sport. It could be football, it could be basketball, it could be baseball. I think it's the best rivalry, definitely in the Mahoning County, and one of the best in Northeast Ohio. So I'm ready to tune in for that one tonight. And I got to take the Cardinals. Poland's a really good football team. They're 3-0. They got some quality wins, but I got to go for Canfield.
Rich, we're going to give you a 30-second elevator pitch. Everybody remembers you, loves you, misses you here on YSN. Can you give everybody an update on what you've been doing?
Yeah, so I've been down in AA ball here in Tennessee, and I usually look better than this, but I had the mask head on. My shirt's backwards. This is actually an Alabama football shirt. Down south, so I had to turn it inside out. But I've been doing baseball for AA team for the Cubs, the Tennessee Smokies, and it's my second year. Last year we won the championship. This year we're going to be back in the playoffs again, so maybe we'll get a second ring. But it's been a good experience, and I appreciate all you guys in this panel that helped me get to this point. I enjoyed working with each and every one of you, and even this guy here, Ty.
Live from Afghanistan, once again, Ty Bartel.
It's always a great surprise seeing my man Richie back too. How you doing, brother? Nice to see you.
I'm good. Good to see you.
Ty, who are you taking in the Battle 224? Poland, Canfield?
Oh, it's a tough one, man. I mean, I think I'm gonna have to go with the Bulldogs this year. I mean, Canfield, I know they've looked good at points, but I think Poland has looked a little more consistent. I'm gonna go Bulldogs in this matchup.
Fair enough. All right, so we got some diversity on the board for this game, boys, which is what we like to see. We love seeing this teams rooting for or guys rooting for different teams on the board. But we're gonna have some sweeps, I think, tonight. Will it be this one? Brookfield at Champion. This one kicks off 7. CJ Bako has the coverage for us. Ty, last of the party, first to pick this one. Brookfield at Champion. Who you got?
I think it's Warriors' time to shine for their first win, baby. I think Brookfield, they've looked good in the last few weeks. I think they put it all together tonight.
Rich,
I'm gonna go Brookfield. I was surprised to see them 0-3 to start the season. That's not typical. They're usually 3-0.
Siege.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Brookfield as well. I think they get the win this week.
Ooh, all right, hot take. Here it comes.
Yeah, I'm going to take Brookfield. I mean, Champion, they're coming off a nice comeback win as Canfield last week, but much tougher test tonight against Brookfield, so I got to take the Warriors in this one.
Sammy?
Listen, Champions had a tough start, but they got an Ashtabula guy calling the plays, Ken Parise. I'm going with Champion on this one, baby.
He's just drinking that hometown water right there. Any Ashtabula pick, he's looking for him deep in the cupboard. Fur.
Yeah, I got to go with Brookfield. I don't know too much about both these teams, but Sam picked Champions. I'm going to make him be a lone wolf.
All right, get that howling voice ready, Mr. Torres, because I'm going to go with Brookfield as well. Yeah, you mentioned it, 0-3, but a team that has played a real tough schedule to this point. Champion trying to get it back together. This would be a huge victory if they get this over the Warriors tonight, but I'm going to go with Brookfield to get their first win of the season. Sam, go ahead.
Ow! I do want to tell you guys, first comment, changed one of my picks later in the show, and you'll see which one.
Oh my! It had to be Radar, right? Radar had to be the first comment. If you're taking Radar's critiques, we're all in trouble. We're all in deep doo doo. All right, Camel at Louisville. Eric Hughes, what do we have to look out for in this one?
This is going to be a fun one. They were supposed to play at Louisville last year, but they had a power outage at the school, so they had to move the game up to Campbell. Didn't really affect Louisville, still went up there and took care of business. I think Campbell's going to come in here, take it off, look for revenge. But I got to take Louisville in this one, honestly. They had a great game last week against Tuscarawas, scored 30 points in the first quarter. They're red hot right now, so I got to take the Rockets.
All right, let's go. Fur, who do you got?
I'll definitely be watching this game close because my boys are going to be taking them on, both these teams, the next 2 weeks. So I'm excited to see what's going to happen, but I got to go Louisville. Ricky Wilrich is just tearing it up. He looks like a stud. I think he's going to continue rolling.
All right, 2 Louisville. Sam, what do you say?
This was a tough one. Both 2-1 guys. I started to look through their opponents and who they're beating, and I'll tell you what, I'm going with Campbell Memorial on this one, and it's more because of the way they played against LeBray, who really opened my eyes over the weekend with their win over JFK. I think a lot more people should be paying attention to this LeBray team. I think they're a lot better than people think. And based on how well they played them, I'm going with Campbell.
Great point. CJ?
I'm gonna go with Lowville. I like the offensive showcase they had last week. I think they're gonna push forward this week.
Gino Perry in the backfield. I think everybody likes that kid. The old Emmett Smith, 22. I too will take Louisville. Ty, how about you?
Sam, you won't be a lone wolf on this one. Give me the Red Devils. It's Soup City's year to win in the rivalry. Let's go,
Let's
kid.
go, baby.
Richie, who do you got in this one?
I wanted to take Louisville, but I don't trust them. They lost to a team up in Canada. No, I'm just kidding. I remember Toronto out of Jefferson County. That's where Blaze Glenn came from, one of Youngstown State's best third basemen. So that is a good loss. I mean, Toronto is always a good program, but yeah, I think I'm going to join the duo of Sam and Ty here. I'm going to take Campbell in this one.
Do we have a split right now? No, we've an
1,
uneven.
2,
Okay,
3.
4-3.
It's up
Right?
to Gary.
It's up
All
to
right,
Gary.
Gary. I'm
You get
unmuting you.
mastermind.
On the hot seat.
I don't know who we picking.
Camel and Louisville.
Lowville.
Just like that.
Cubs.
Sam,
Rocket.
rubber stamp it.
Easy pick, right?
Oh, wow. Highlights, hot takes is just throwing batter at the people's faces in Camel Memorial. All right, let's get to Canton Central Catholic at Salem. Matt Mowry, Jared Niederheiser have the call at SIBO Stadium. Let's start with you, Gare.
Yeah, a little bit of research on Canton Central Catholic. Seems like they're kind of underachieving this season, but they don't have an easy schedule at all. Same thing with Salem. I mean, they played a tough schedule. I think this is going to be a tough game, but I think I'm going to go with Central Catholic in this one.
Rich?
My dad's a Salem Quaker. That's where he was born and raised. My grandparents lived there for a while. Can't go against them. I'm going with Salem.
Ty?
Yeah, I got to go with the Quakes on this one. Got to be a company guy.
CJ?
I will also go with Salem.
All right. Hughes?
Give me the Quakers.
Oh, Torres.
Listen, they got their first win last week. They're getting their second one this week. Give me Quakers.
Oh, could it be Lone Wolf time for?
Canton Central always has a good program. I played them a few years in my time playing at South Range. I got to be the company guy. I rep it too much. Give me Salem.
I, too, will go with the Quakers because I believe in them, not because I'm a company guy. I believe in the Quakers, and I want to hear Gary do his Lone Wolf howl. Here we go. Dude, there's turkeys flying all over the place. I don't know what the hell that was. I appreciate it, though. Here we go. Next game, it is Carrollton at Howland. Anthony Malone is going to take this one on for us. I'll start it off. Let's go Howland. I mean, Howland, I think, has surprised people, still reeling off of that big-time victory over Niles in Week 1. I think they get another win here tonight. Anthony Malone gets to call it. Fur.
I got to go with Howland, too. Their two losses are against two really good NE8 school teams. I'm just call me whatever with NE8 schools, DJ, but whatever. I'm going to go with Howland. They have two really good losses against Poland and Hubbard, and I'm going to go with Howland.
Sammy?
I got to agree with Fur here. I think that the two losses they took are against two really, really good teams. I think that brand of football is going to prepare them to win tonight. Give me Howland.
Eric?
Yeah, make it 3-0. Give me Howland.
Uh-oh. CJ?
I'll go Howland as well. They've had a good start to the season. They've been playing some tough teams. I'll stick with them.
Somebody call the janitor. Ty?
Yeah, both these teams 1 and 2. I think Howland's looked really good, though, in all 3 games this season. I'm going to go with the Tigers as well.
Richie gets to be a scumbag if he wants because he don't work here anymore. Richie, what do you got?
I trust you guys. I'm going to go with the Tigers. I'm going to set a record this week for the correct picks.
All right.
I'm getting all of them.
Gary?
Listen, Tigers stick together, orange and black. I'm going Howland.
Get the janitor. It's a sweep across the board. All right. The old TCL, the new EOAC. It's Columbiana taking on United at the Nest. Derek Rhodes has the call for us tonight. We go to our EOAC expert, Mr. Gary Altizer. Gary, what do you got in this one?
I think this is a tight game. I think this is a close game. I know everybody's probably thinking this is United and United easy. I don't see that. I see, this Colombiana team. They just things haven't gone their way, but I don't think they're as bad as their record. I think they're better than their record, and I think that United, great program. They've done great things there, but I don't think this is the same team that we're used to seeing. This one is a coin flip for me. This is in United, you said? DJ?
It is. It's at the Nest.
Give me United by 1.
By 1. Do we have someone looking it up?
I'm sure the line is going to be way off, just like it was last week.
It is. It's United by 15.
Whoa! Wow. Gary, you called it last week, and you got to rub it in our faces.
That's right.
So well played, my friend. Rich, who do you got in Clippers versus the Eagles?
I'm going to take Colombiana to cover, but United by 14.
Ty.
Yeah, give me United in this one.
Siege.
I'm also going to take United.
Eric?
I'm going to take Colombiana in this one. Colombiana so far, they've had a tough schedule to start off the year, but I think they finally get a quality win against United.
Sammy?
I am united in my support for Coach Bob. Give me the Clippers.
Whoa! All right. Fur?
I watched Colombiana last week. They played a really good Western Reserve team. They just got to keep their heads on their shoulders and stay level-headed. I'm getting Colombiana this week.
Was it a discipline problem? Like, was it penalties? What was it?
Both teams don't know how to shut their mouths.
Okay, well, that works.
And there was a little scuffle that went on, and tempers flared, and they got to just keep their heads on their shoulders.
Fair enough. All right, so discipline goes into this. A very young United team. I've heard that, anytime you have to replace the all-time leading tackler on a defense, it is a tough ask. I think Colombiana could put points on the board. The question is, can they keep them off defensively? That being said, I think I'm going to take Colombiana on a beautiful night with hot weather, right? Put the ball in the air, run it, whatever you got to do. Multi-dimensional, and Bob Spate seemingly always finds a way in games like this. So I'm going to take Colombiana to get a big win tonight in United Country. All right. I missed a game. I apologize, but it's a big one. It's Cheney and it's West Branch, guys. And listen, don't sleep on the Cowboys, because I think this could be a potential big game for Cheney, and they usually show up in those big game atmospheres. But West Branch, listen, they are who we thought they were. One of the most powerful, if not the most powerful team in all of the YSN network. I'm taking West Branch in this one. Fur.
Just looking at West Branch, their offense is legit. They put up 27, 52, and 48 and only let up 21 points on the whole season. Give me West Branch Warriors in this one, baby.
Samuel.
I've said it for 3 weeks. West Branch, I hope you guys are listening. Get the hotels in Canton now. You guys aren't losing this year. Give me West Branch. They're definitely not losing tonight.
Hot take.
I hate to do this because I love Cheney. Like, I love the way they play football. But West Branch, they're just too good. They just have way too much talent, I feel like. I think Cheney will keep it close for a little bit there, but I think West Branch should pull it out in the end.
I know I'm contributing to this, but I would be shocked if there is a sweep across the board and nobody picks Cheney at all. I will be shocked. CJ.
Well, I'm going to take West Branch. They're just too good right now.
I hear what you said, DJ, but I'm going to go ahead and take West Branch. Thanks a lot.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I've been saying it week in and week out. Nobody's ready for West Branch. Give me the Warriors.
Whoa. Is this your first pick against the Cowboys?
I think it might be, yeah.
Ooh, okay. Here it comes. Richie ball game.
I saw they beat Campbell by 20, and Boston Mark has got 23 years old at this point. He's still running the football for West Branch. So give me that. That kid's a beast.
He's 23.
He's got to be by now. I saw that kid like 6 years ago running the football for West Branch.
He and Keegan Sell from Garfield are going to be attorneys or doctors.
He's got years old.
Let's go to Gary.
Hey, I mean, I'm with everybody else. I don't see anybody stopping the Warriors this year. But Cheney's got talent. Cheney's like Eric said. I think they keep it close for a little while, but I just don't see anybody beating the Warriors. I hope we can all be watching them in Week 15.
That's incredible. In week 16 for that matter, by the way.
Okay, yeah, that week too.
Let's go to the next one, which is East at Ursuline. Guys, there's a lot of potential in this game. East in the top 25 on the YSN Power Rankings. Ursuline not right now, which has got a lot of people stirred up, and there have been a lot of lit up arrows coming in my inbox. So, is East for real, or is Ursuline bounce back this week in one of the City Series best games of the week? Tim Corso has the call. Gary, what do you think?
I mean, I guess I'm going to go with the Irish, but I think this is going to be a great game.
I don't think people really know what to do with East right now.
No, it's tough to say. You got history ringing in your ears, but you got to give them credit. You got to give
a lot of credit. A lot of credit. A lot of athletes flying all over the field. All right, Gary's got Ursuline. Richard, what do you have?
I think this weekend the Fighting Irish will not get upset like they did against Northern Illinois. I want to take Ursuline here.
Richie's been working on his teases the last 2 years. You can tell. He's bringing them back. He's swerving us every single time. Ty.
It's an old school City Series rivalry, so you could throw predictions or you could throw what you think favorites are right out the window too. It's going to be a good game. That being said, I think Ursuline, Dan Reardon run offense and defense. I think they're gonna get it done tonight, especially being at home in the Ice Castle.
I love ties. You can throw predictions right out the window, but I'm gonna predict. That's my favorite thing. I was like, how is he gonna finagle this? CJ, who do you have?
So Ursuline beat Farrell last week. Farrell is usually a pretty strong football program. I know they're a little bit down this year, but listen, anytime you beat a Pennsylvania school, I got to go with you.
I knew he was going to say it.
If only he was talking about the Pirates. All right, on to hot take.
East is playing great football so far this year, but I don't know. I feel like Ursuline going to shock people tonight. I think tonight will be their coming out party. Give me the Irish.
Sammy?
Ursuline is 2 points away from being 3-0. And that 2 points is surrender to Walsh Jesuit, who's probably one of the best, if not the best teams in the state. Ursuline is the real deal, Holyfield, and this is where they're going to show it. Give me Ursuline tonight.
Furdog.
Not much to say. Give me Ursuline.
Yeah, I'm with you, Sam. That is a great point. And, I don't think teams should be penalized for the schedules that they build that are challenging and potentially gearing them up for week 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16. I'm taking the Irish in this one. With all due respect to East, though, because, man, what a job they've done turning around that program. Incredible job, and so proud to see them in the power rankings seemingly every week climbing that board. So kudos to everything they're doing over there. All right, boys, this one, East Palestine at Lisbon. Okay, Palestine, big win against Bridgeport, battle the Bulldogs. They're sitting at 2-1 for the first time since 2016, something like that. And then you have Lisbon, new coaching staff, getting their feet underneath them. They feel like, at least all the indications are that they're healthy again, and they've got a great running game. Can the Blue Devils upset East Palestine at home in the Devil Dome? Gary, how you feeling about this one?
This is a tough one to call because we've only really got one game from Lisbon. The first game, there was guys sick and out, played a couple plays, came out. So it was really hard to say. They beat Waterloo. That game was close all the way till the final couple minutes in the game. This one's going to be a tight one, but I'm going to go with the Bulldogs. I think they got a little bit more firepower and might be able to, win by a score.
All right. Richie?
DJ, Palestine. Dub.
First time you've said it in 2 years. I'm so proud. Maybe even ever.
I never said that.
I'm proud of you, buddy. We're growing together. Ty, who do you got?
I'm a believer in the Bulldogs. Give me Palestine.
Let's go to CJ.
Yeah, I'm with Gary here. It's tough to tell what Lisbon is right now. You just had that one game against Waterloo. I was at that week 1 game against Wyndham, and you could just tell there was something's off. I'm going to go with East Palestine. They're off to a great start, and I think they're going to continue tonight.
Sammy?
So, East Palestine hasn't had this much promise since a certain local media giant walked the halls in there. Give me the Bulldogs.
You have to be talking about the guy on the other channel. It ain't this guy. Fur.
Skipped hot take, but the
I'm
line.
going back to him. I figured he was going to give us something.
All right, man. Just let
Not
me
really,
know.
no.
Oh,
Oh, there you go.
thanks, hot take.
He's not here to make predictions. He's here to make spoilers.
Spoiler alert.
I just want to point something out that Lisbon's favored by 1 in this game. They're favored by 1 point.
Who's picking these lines here?
Drew Pasteur.
Yeah. What do you got? What's it to you, Richie?
Yeah.
Man,
Boy.
I'm
Where
just
have you
saying.
been?
Keep the train rolling. Give me East Palestine.
Oh, why's it gotta be a train?
Oh, my bad.
Every week.
Wow.
Doing this.
Wow.
Inside jokes.
You had to go there.
That's messed up for
Did I miss something?
guy loses his job this week, and you're going right back to him at the train. Messed up. All right, hot take. Put us back on the tracks.
I have yet to pick against East Palestine so far this year. I'm not going to tonight either. Give me the Bulldogs.
I think you know where I'm going to go. I'm going with East Palestine. I don't know what color they're going to be wearing out of their 5 uniforms. I don't know what helmet they're going to be wearing out of their many options, but I bet the Bulldogs are going to go. But I will say this. I think it's going to be closer than people think. I think that 1-point spread, not crazy because the first week there was some illness and they both played Wyndham, right? So I think this game's going to be close. Owen Yuriachi, keep your eyes on him. And Ashton Hinchcliffe, keep your eyes on him because that kid is an absolute stud. And they've tried him at quarterback. He was a running back last year when Trevor was the quarterback. So just keep your eyes on that kid wherever he is on the field. Dynamic and playmaking ability. So we will see Tim Figley and Dan Figley have the call for us tonight at Lisbon. All right, Gerard at Struthers.
Sweep for East Palestine?
What's that?
Is that another sweep for East Palestine?
Was it?
I think so.
I think that's 2 weeks of sweeps.
Get it out. Get it. This is what's that push broom, right? We're out. Yeah. It's not just this one. It's like this one now.
DJ, you need to make something to go across the screen like of a sweep when we get a sweep.
We had that when a certain janitor used to work for us. It didn't work out well for us. Let's just put it that way. Okay. It did not end well for the sweep, but I will work on that. I will work as long as we don't start going in a different direction. All right. Well played for a couple times already. Inside jokes. I always wanted to be part of one. So congratulations on being part of 2 in the last 10 minutes. Gerard at Struthers, Matt Marr, and the juice is loose. This, I'm telling you right now.
Oh my God. I'm definitely tuning into this.
The odd couple, okay, straight up.
Oh my goodness.
You have to tune into this. If you're watching at least once, you have to tune into this. Must see streaming with the Juice and Matt Marr. The straight-laced Matt Marr and the Juice all over the place. All that being said, Gerard or Struthers, I'm going to go. Here's the trouble. Here's the trouble. And I talked with Coach Rock about this earlier. It's a trap game for South Range, potentially. It's a trap game for Struthers because everybody's looking at next week when Struthers and South Range tango. I think Girard can win. And I'm going to go with Girard because I think they have enough weapons to get by. Their athleticism is so good. Can they overcome the size and strength of Struthers? I'm taking Girard on a whim. Fur.
This one's tough. The NE8 schools just keep coming to play each other, and I got to pick one of them, and it sucks. But Struthers is favored by 26. I think that's really, really high. I got to go with Struthers. But I think Girard's going to cover.
You're not picking the line. You're just picking the game.
I know. I'm just saying.
Okay. Sam?
Yeah, I think that line kind of says exactly what a lot of people are thinking, honestly. I think a lot of people think Struthers is going to go in there and just kind of clean this one up and cause it to be an early night. I don't think so. I'm going with the Indians tonight. I think Girard is phenomenally talented. I think they're very, very speedy. And if you make one mistake, they're going to make you pay for it for the rest of the game. Give me Girard.
I mean, this is a signature win if Girard wins, right? I mean, you look at this in week 10 and you go, whoa, look what they did with all the things that Struthers can do. And we know where Hot Take's going to go, but just setting you up in case you want to swerve a little bit. Hot Take?
Yeah, I mean, forget who's in the booth calling the game from it. This is going to be game night on the field, I feel like. Struthers, I mean, off to a great start. I'm just saying.
Did you dog our announcers?
No, I'm just saying, like, it's going to be a great game on the field, game of the week. But anyways, Struthers are off to a great start. They're 3-0. Girard off to a good start. They're 2-1, but they'd have to play tough West Branch team last week, obviously. They're looking to bounce back this week. I don't think Struthers going to win by 26 points. I think this is going to be an entertaining game. But at home in Struthers, I got the Wildcats pulling it up.
Would you – I guess a better question is, would you think this game is closer if Girard is playing in the rain? Or do you think Struthers has an advantage in the rain?
I think – well, it's not going to rain tonight, but I mean, I think I don't think in this type of thing the rain really makes that much of a difference. I think Struthers look kind of – I have Struthers winning either way.
Okay, that's fair enough. I just wanted to ask. I know it's not raining tonight, according to Storm Tracker 21 plug. But I wanted to make sure that everybody knew because we talked about the rain all week last week, and it changed some picks last week. CJ, does the bright sunny kickoff at 7 p.m. change your pick of who you're taking?
No, I'm going to go Struthers. They're off to such a great start. Both of these teams, honestly, are, obviously Girard had a tough week last week against West Branch, but
it's West
I think Struthers wins this one.
Ty?
I think this is going to be a really good game. I think that line that Fur gave is not going to even be close to that. I could see Girard taking an early lead, even leading at halftime, but I do think Struthers makes the comeback. I think they survive a very tough Indian scare tonight, and give me the Wildcats in a close one by a score.
RJ.
Wildcats.
I forgot all about that. Who was it? Was that Dom O'Brien? Or no, that was Dom. Who was the other one?
Ian
O'Brien. Ian O'Brien.
Wildcats.
Gare.
Hey, two quality programs, two really good teams. Girard had to play the class of the area last week, but I don't think it gets much easier for him this week. I think this Wildcats team is on a mission right now. I think it's going to be a good game, but I do think the Wildcats pull out. I'm going to say 10-14. Give me Struthers.
Okay. Let's take a ride over to Ashtabula County. Sam, Scott's got this call. It's Harvey at Jefferson. Falcons, how they looking tonight?
So, last week, I'm really trying not to bring everything from last week because I blamed everything on the rain like I'm Milli Vanilli. But I really do think that it played a huge, huge part in that game last week. This Harvey team is very, very talented. They've got a running back that came off of the injured reserve last week named Scotty Austin. He hit him for like 275 yards against Edgewood. Very, very talented. But Jefferson is a team that is going to thrive when it is warm, when it is dry, and when they can get Terry Brown and Cage Bozar out in space. Dylan Burlingham has 418 passing yards already this year. So they have been able to pass the ball. They're going to be able to do it tonight. Give me the Falcons.
All right, Fur.
Former NE8 school, can't go against them. Give me Jefferson.
I'm going to go with Jefferson as well. Let's go hot take.
I'll take Jefferson also.
Flying Falcons. CJ.
Yep, I'll go Jefferson as well.
All right. Ty?
I'll give love to the Falcons. Give me Jefferson.
Where's Harvey?
Where's who?
Harvey?
Harvey? Where?
Painesville?
Never heard of it. Jefferson.
You're supposed to do that. It doesn't matter where they're from. Gary.
Do I have to be the scumbag?
Yep.
Do I have to be that guy?
It was supposed to be Richie. I was trying to give you a free pass.
Yeah, he's just
He
going
is.
along with everybody else. He doesn't even live around here anymore, man. You be the scumbag. You don't have to see these
He
people
doesn't
at the
even go
grocery
here.
store.
He might be closer
I want to win.
for crow flies than you are, Gary, at this point.
Oh, yeah? Oh, I am south. Way south. Good luck to Jefferson. I'm going Harvey.
All right, scumbag Altizer. Let's go to. It's weird. Like this document that I'm in, it keeps going downward. Like when someone moves it, like the somebody's in it and they're moving the bracket or whatever it is, the highlight, and it goes with them. So I apologize. Hawkin at Edgewood. Sam, back to you.
Another one right here. So this was a game that Edgewood. So Hawkins, just so you guys know, they graduated about 3 guys off of that team last year. So they're coming back with a very senior heavy team. They're very, very talented. Edgewood lost this game last year primarily because of mistakes. It was fumbles, a couple interceptions early. They played catch up for the rest of the game. I think head coach Elijah Cooper over at Edgewood has done his best to kind of clean that up. Nate Stewart has stepped up in the role as Tony Hall graduates. He's done a phenomenal job. Their defense is really something that tonight's going to be the temperature for them. I am going to take Edgewood in this because it is at Edgewood and it's different when you're playing over there.
Chopping the wood, baby. I'm taking Edgewood as well. Just chopping it down. Fur Dog.
Yeah, give me Edgewood and DJ. That's my fault. I was keep tracking of where teams were at.
Was you again?
Every week, man.
Last week you kicked me out of this thing. Now you're messing me up.
Just keep myself on track because it's embarrassing when you don't know who's getting picked.
It's like having juice in the chat. Hughes.
Give me Edgewood.
CJ.
I will also go Edgewood.
Ty.
Give me Edgewood.
Gare.
Edgewood.
Edgewood.
We call that a yacht club sweep, folks.
Richie. Freaking A. Come on. Richie doesn't go by the rules anymore. Let's go LeBray at Garfield. Garfield's doing this for us. By the way, Larry Jennings doing the Edgewood game. Larry, thank you very much. We appreciate you. We know what you're going through. Thank you very much. School doing the Garfield and LeBray game at Garfield. I am going with the G-Man. We know where Fur's going. Go ahead, Fur.
You may not know where I'm going with this one because LeBray's looking pretty good. I know my boy Keegan Sell isn't there anymore, but I'm switching up. I got to go LeBray.
Whoa! You're not getting that jersey anymore, man. Good night on that. I'm going to get a text from Coach Flieger here in a minute. It's going to say, screw Fur. And also have him stop moving around in your document so you can have a clean show. And if you kick me out, I will literally be at your house in 5 minutes. Sam.
Listen, it's really hard to pick against the G-Men because they're a dominant force. They're the juggernauts. That's what I think of when I think of Garfield football. But that win over JFK really did something to my psyche. I think LeBray has found it, and I think they're going to find it again tonight. It's baptism by fire. Two very, very tough teams 2 weeks in a row. Vikings are going to win this one.
I love that Radar's talking trash to Fur. Talking trash to Fur. Ooh, Fur, I think you're wrong. I'm going to go with the G-Men. Eric Hughes, who are you going with?
This is a tough one. Nice little linebacker grade matchup. I'm going to take LeBray in this one.
The Vikings.
I've seen LeBray play one so far this year. That game over at Campbell, they had that nice comeback win. They impressed me a little bit.
Congratulations on all your success, CJ.
So I was at the game.
Yep.
When LeBray beat JFK.
Yep.
And boy, that was a fascinating game. Not just what happened on the field. I'll tell you what happened in the booth was even more fun. Listen, LeBray had a nice comeback win. JFK was winning the entire game. LeBray took the lead with 5 minutes left and was able to, the defense was able to hold up in JFK's last drive. I'm going to go LeBray. They impressed me last week, so I'm going to stick with him this week.
Are you sure you're picking LeBray? You're rooting for LeBray then?
Sure.
Okay, just making sure. All right, Ty?
I do got a lot of love for this LeBray team, man. They've been playing some really good football, and they've been playing some inspired football late down in the stretch, man. They're very good, but they ain't 10-0 good. Give me the Garrettsville Garfield G-Men. They're hanging their first loss on them tonight. You're coming to Portage County, baby. Playing phone booth football.
I've never heard anybody say you're coming to Portage County, baby. Come get this home. I've never heard it. I love it. I love it, Ty. I appreciate it because they look at us the same way down here in the county of Columbiana. Richard, who do you take?
G-Man. Give me the G-Man. I love the way they play football. They're going to run the clock out. LeBray's going to get 2 touches. Game over.
This game might be over by 8 o'clock, by the way.
It might be.
This has all the makings of a game that's over by 8 o'clock. Gary.
And how many great games are there this week? This is another one on the slate. This is one. It was another toss-up. LeBray really had an amazing game last week, and I think that they shocked a lot of people around the area. But I just can't bring myself to go against the G-Men. I just think that they've proven it over and over and over again. I'm going with the G-Men.
You can't run from conference games, and that's what I love about conferences. You got to play the teams every year, or you'll get the hell out of here. So I can appreciate this. Good picking, boys. Lakeview at South Range. Now I'm going to give you a little insight on this one. Talked to Coach Rock earlier today. Right? There's coach speak, and then there's the real talk after. Coach Rock goes, "Listen, I'm not blowing smoke. Lakeview is the real deal. This is a game we've seen 3 mercy clock games to this point for South Range. He doesn't anticipate this one being one of those games. This is going to be the most exciting game at Rominger Stadium to date in 2024. So with all that being said, Lakeview, they're big, and Coach Rock says, look at their track results. They are the fastest team in the NE8. That could present trouble for South Range. In my opinion, not enough trouble. I'm taking the Raiders. Fur.
If you look at the rest of South Range's schedule, they have 2, 3, 4 teams still undefeated.
Dogs.
The NE8's, I say it every week, every freaking year, every week. The NE8 is one of the toughest conferences in Northeast Ohio, even the state of Ohio. South Range is going to take care of business tonight. They're going to keep rolling and give me the Raiders in a victory.
Sam?
One of these teams has given up 14 points all season. The other has given up 6. I said last week that the NE8 title is going to be decided in Cortland. I don't think it's going to be decided in Cortland. I think it gets decided tonight. Give me Lakeview.
Wow.
Hughes.
I was going to say Lakeview until Sam said it. Give me South End.
CJ.
I am going to go with South Range.
Ty?
I mean, remember the game last year, man. South Range just barely survived a very good Lakeview team, but I feel like that challenges the Raiders, and they love rising to the challenge. DJ, I say it every week. You're going to be saying, hoist the colors again by the end of this one. Give me the Raiders.
I saw Lakeview beat Holy Name 33-0. Holy Name was in the state semifinal in Division III 2 years ago. But tonight, there's not a single team that's a Bulldog that's going to win. South Range.
You picked Palestine.
Except for Palestine. They don't count. They're not the Bulldogs. They're just Palestine.
He really doesn't believe. We celebrated. Richie does not believe.
He showed his true colors for a second.
You son of a... On to Gary.
I decided to do that for you.
Guy goes to Tennessee, forgets all about the Bulldogs. All right, I see how it is.
My pick.
He's all about the Smokies.
Thank you. Having a great season. You know, like you guys said last year, that was a great game. But South Range, they're on a mission, and they've been in positions where they've had to beat great teams. They're going to continue on that mission. I picked against them once in the last 2 years, and it bit me in week 1 last season. I'm not changing now. I'm going with the Raiders.
Next game, Liberty at Crestview. Guys, Crestview has looked to be the real deal this year. They've got a 1-2 punch that is hard to stop with Nolan and Hawkins. Liberty, they had all the buzz. They had all the fire, the smoke, whatever you want to call it, in the preseason. Is this tonight the night that Liberty has its coming out party? Or will the Rebels defend the home field just down the road here? Tony Perazio and Nick Van Pelt have the call for us tonight. Gary, what do you think?
Liberty's had a tough schedule to start the season. I mean, they've played some good teams. Crestview schedule has not been anywhere close to as difficult, but I think that week 1 game, Crestview had some guys out. They had some, I don't know who exactly, but I was just told that they had some of their best guys out. And you seen week 2 and 3, they're looking more and more like they thought they would look. This is going to be another tight game, another good game. I'm going to stick with the Rebels, though.
I finally got an NE8 school that likes me.
We're all proud of you. We're all proud of you. Richie, who do you got? Who do you got? Richie. Richie, who do you have in this one?
I think Scott Van Pelt calls a Crestview win tonight. What's his name?
Nick Van Pelt. Wait, you think we used all the money that you had when you left to go get Scott Van Pelt?
His nephew.
Jeez Louise. You got way better hair, brother.
It's his grandson.
Who'd you take?
Crestview.
Crestview. All right. Let's go. Ty Bartell.
I feel like I keep picking against Crestview, and they keep proving me wrong. It's time for me to start proving myself right. Give me Liberty.
Oh!
Wow.
All right, Siege.
Yeah, Liberty's had a real tough schedule to start this year, but, at the end of the day, they're still 0-3. Playing tough schedules, it gets you a long way, but it doesn't get you the full way. So I'm going to go Crestview. I think they win this one.
I'm going to go with you. I'm going to kind of spoil the pick. I'm going to go with Crestview as well, but I think this is a tight contest. All right, Husey, who are you going with?
I'm going with the Rebels.
Rebels. Okay. Sam Torres.
Yeah, I'm going with the Rebels on this one as well. I think Liberty's had a tough start, and it's not getting easier tonight.
Fur, close us out on this one.
This is going to be a sweep. I'm picking Crestview too.
We got a Liberty one, don't
No, we got a lone wolf.
Lone wolf for the one leopard.
I love it. Love it. One spot on that leopard. Let's go to the next game. Maple Heights at Boardman. Guys, this is a Hall of Fame game. There is Boardman royalty crossing the field in Lindsley. Help me out. First name.
Jay Sean?
Corey Lindsley. Yeah, thank you. I went to school with Lindsley's, so they obviously I was going to say Jared or Matt or all of them from that matter. They have Corey Lindsley being inducted into the Boardman Hall of Fame tonight. So congratulations to him. We're trying to make a profile for him because how cool would that be? One of the best centers, I think, top 100 at least in NFL history, is from Boardman, Ohio, and has East Palestine blood running through his veins. So that's pretty cool. With that, with the Sparty Invitational tomorrow, 6,000 runners cross country, I'm going to take the Spartans in this one because, boy, oh boy, is this team surprising people around the area. No surprise in Boardman, though. Let's go CJ. CJ, go.
I will also take the Spartans.
Okay. Let's go Ty.
Yeah, I mean, Maple Heights is going to come into Spartyville and have a very memorable night. They're going to remember it as their first loss of the 2024 season. Give me the Spartans.
RJ?
Maple Heights is 3-0, but they have played nobody good. And Boardman beating Kenson, I think, was a statement, really. So I'm going to go with Boardman here. Kenson's usually pretty good.
Appreciate you. Gary?
Spartans.
Back to the top. Fur?
Boardman's inducting Chris Lindsley, one of the best centers.
Corey.
My bad. One of the best centers ever to do it. And my pops is one of the best guards ever to do it for Boardman, so I got to go with Boardman in this one.
Okay, never mind. I had a joke there. I'm just going to leave it be. All right, Sam?
Haas is the boss. It's a Sparty party tonight, baby.
Love it. Hughes?
Boardman.
Okay. Short, sweet, to the point.
Spartan.
Marlington at Louisville. We have Rob Johnson, the voice of the Louisville Leopards, has the call for us tonight. Is it a big night for Marlington, or are we all seeing blue tonight? I'm going with the big L, but for the big dub in Louisville. I'll take the Leopards. Fur?
Continue on moving, Louisville.
Sam?
Leopards, big dub tonight.
Hot take?
Louisville.
Now we're cooking. CJ?
Louisville.
I love when nobody has anything to say about the team. They're just like, I'm picking Louisville. I'm taking the YSN team. Ty?
Yeah, spot me another leopard in this one. I think Louisville, especially after last week, they show that they can be competitive down the stretch, and I think they're going to really take it to Marlington tonight, honestly.
Rich? Oh, the double bangers. I like it. All right, Gare?
Yep, Leopards big.
All right. You want to talk about rivalries. You can't go far without talking about this one. McDonald and Reserve, a tale as old as time. Chris Colucci or Corey Colucci or whoever he wants to be tonight. And Billy Whiteshoes Capabianca have the call. Fur, what do you got for us in this one?
I'm biased. This is going to be game of the night, in my opinion, 100%. You got two rivals that go back for years and years and years. It's going to be a good one. Names I'm going to be calling all night, 100% Drew Zajac. He's just an animal at running back. He tore it up last year. They moved him from quarterback to running back because they opened up a wing T. Western Reserve's got a good offense, and they've only let up a handful of points this year. I got to roll with my boys this year.
Uh-oh.
Give me number 8 at quarterback. Give me the Western Reserve Blue Devils, baby.
Is that his, or did you make
What's the fee for that?
What's that?
How much did you pay for that? I think is what Richie said.
I got it at the Canfield Fair because I was cold and my cousin had a hoodie and I needed to wear it. So
That's cute.
Monotone, it just the way you said that. That's cute.
I was cold, and he gave me his hoodie, and we were holding hands by the snack
All right.
shack.
We got a
He's going to beat you up just because you said it like that, Fur. You have to know that.
he can't beat me up.
Oh,
you get surprised.
Hey,
Okay.
also, any Western Reserve fans that are tuning in after the game, Ben's is open till 11 o'clock tonight. Go support Ben's. Go out there. It's open till 11. They're opening up late just for us after the game. So Western Reserve Blue Devil fans, go out. McDonald, you can come. You may get beat up in the parking lot. I don't know.
Whoa! Whoa!
I didn't say that.
This guy really loves beat people up, huh?
I'm a wrestler. Come on now. But for real, Ben's is opening up late. They've supported us so much throughout the season. Go show your love to Ben's restaurant. After the game, they're open till 11. Go show some love to them.
Comes with a free hoodie from Chris Colucci. On to Sam Torres. Who do you got in this one? McDonald, Western Reserve.
Listen, I said earlier in the show, Fur dogged me out and was going to switch one of my picks. It's this one right here. Give me McDonald, baby.
Oh, the devil goes to Ashtabula looking for a soul to steal. I like it, Eric Hughes.
Nice.
Important game for both teams in conference play starting. You want to set the tone for the rest of the conference games throughout the year. I know West Reserve, they have to take on a tough Lowville team next week, but I think they're going to pull it out tonight against McDonald.
Okay. On to CJ.
I'm also going to take Western Reserve.
Ty.
Yeah, it's going to be a good game. It's going to be hard hitting, but I think Western Reserve, coached by John Armini, I think they're finally starting to put it together. Give me that set of Blue Devils.
Rich.
Yeah, I like Western Reserve. I used to call a couple of games there because I was like 5 minutes from their stadium. So I really like the atmosphere there. It's like that small town community vibe, and I think Western Reserve's got the home field advantage tonight.
I think he just called himself the original voice of the Western Reserve Blue Devils. So, I mean, you guys can fight after the show, but I'm just...
You're talking about parking lot
I'll
brawls.
drive
left
straight
and
down
right.
to Tennessee. I'll go right to Tennessee. Stop in Gatlinburg, and we can meet there.
You
There you
couldn't
go.
pick Tennessee out on a map.
What's that?
You couldn't pick Tennessee out on a map if I gave it. Gary.
Study the states, baby.
Yeah, it's going to be a good game, but I think this is Reserve's year. I'm going with them.
I was 50-50 on this one until a couple days ago, and there was a particular coach that wanted to talk some smack about some flag football and how his team beat my team on Sunday. The Armini-Yoakley rivalry will run rich for many, many years to come. Both 6 years old, I believe. But I'm telling you, I'm going against Western Reserve strictly because they talk that trash. McDonald flies high tonight in Deviltown. What is this?
Crazy comment.
On to Mineral Ridge and Jackson Milton. Chris Sigler, the voice of the Blue Jays this year, has the call for us tonight. Let's start with Gary Altizer. Rams or Blue Jays?
I think this is going to be another tight one here. I'm going to go with Blue Jays on this one.
All right. Rich?
Fighting Sigs.
The Blue Jays?
Yep.
All right. Fair enough.
Yeah, this is a 50-50 game, man. I love conference play. Give me the Rams on the road on this one.
I'm going to sit with you, Ty. I'm going to go with the Rams on this one. CJ?
I'm going to go with Jackson Milton at home.
The Jays. Okay. Hughes?
I'm going to go with Mineral Ridge.
Another one for the Rams. Sammy?
Ridge starts their run to the playoffs tonight. Give me the Rams.
Ooh, Fur Dog.
Jackson Milton just opened up a brand new stadium. It's at their place this year. Give me the Blue Jays.
All right. Kind of all over the board on that one. Well represented on both sides. Zach Svensson has the game tonight at the Eagles Nest, where Niles will try to make it 2 in a row as they got a big win last week. They go to Hubbard, start the NE8 conference season. Who's taking the Dragons? Who's taking the Birds? Fur.
Fly, Eagles, fly, baby. Give me Hubbard.
Sam.
Hubbard's got one of the best run games on the network. It's Hubbard.
Let's go to Husey.
Yeah, give me Hubbard in this one also.
CJ.
Hubbard.
Ty.
Real impressed with the Eagles. Got to go Hubbard.
Rich.
Yeah, I don't think Hubbard looks ahead. They're going to play a 3-1 Poland team next week. So I think they're going to take care of business against Niles.
Gare.
Yeah, I'm going Hubbard.
I am so sorry that we swept Niles last week. We swept them right away, and they put on a show. For that reason, I'm going with Niles to pull another upset, another hat out, or another rabbit out of the hat, so to speak, and a big one on the road against Hubbard. Niles, don't prove me wrong. I
To
might
be
never
fair,
come back.
too, that Red Dragons defense has looked really good. And they just finally started putting points on the board last week, and they were able to get that win.
Buddy, we hit them with the bus, and then we backed them back over again last week. I felt awful doing it, and then when they came out and got the blank against Lakeside, I can't do this to our boys. I can't do this to the Red Dragons. As much as I like Hubbard, I can't do it. I got to pick again. You got 6 votes for you. Like, let's go. 7 votes for you. You don't need mine. It's 7-1. All right, let's go to the next game. It's Orange and Conneaut. Orange, maybe the most surprising team on our network so far this year. The Lions doing battle with Conneaut. Wow TV has it. Sam, I know you're the Ashtabula guy, but you got to respect what Orange has been able to do.
It is Orange's turnaround has been phenomenal this year. I can't remember a time where Orange football has been this good. Their rushing attack is legit. It's absolutely legit. They're going out there. They're scoring points by the bunch. Conneaut has had, some tough games in those last couple, but this is the type of game that they want to get into. They want to get into the games where it's rushing, 2 running backs against each other. I think this one is going to be a close one. I'm going to take Conneaut because they're at home, and Conneaut Stadium is super, super loud. This one has a chance to be a really, really good football game tonight.
Fur?
DJ, get the helmet. I'm picking Orange.
That hurts my head so bad. I'm not getting that helmet.
So bad.
I had a headache through the third quarter of the South Range game last week from wearing that helmet for 25 minutes. Appreciate you taking Orange, though. That was the call. All right, coin flip. Eric Hughes.
Give me Orange.
Orange. CJ.
I will also take Orange.
Ty.
Kings of the jungle, kings of the scoreboard tonight. Give me the Lions.
Rich.
Orange is the new black, and Orange is back. Give me the Lions.
Look at this guy. Little Dr. Seuss down in the left corner.
Yeah.
I love it. Goes to Tennessee, learns how to do all those rhymes. All right, let's go. Gary?
Hey, I'm going with the team with the best football uniforms in the network, Orange.
Ooh, shots fired for all the rest of you. I, too, am going to go with the Lion and the pride of YSN right now. I'm going with Orange. Sam, it might get loud, but it could be very quiet as well on one side of that field. So we'll see how it goes. Orange gets the victory from my perspective. On to Rootstown and Pymatuning Valley. Chad has the call. Chad Paul has the call for us on YSN. Sam, what do you like about the Lakers in this one?
I'll tell you what, the Lakers offense, they have one of the best rushing games on the network, and I'm very confident. That's not the homer in me. That's not the homer Ashtabula. The PV Lakers have 2 guys right now that are combining for over 500 yards rushing. That's what they do. They run the ball. They run the ball well. It doesn't matter if it's raining, snowing, sunny, doesn't matter. I thought the Rovers all the way up to today, their mascot was a dog. I found out it was a boat today. Doesn't matter. It's Lakers big in this one. Big time.
Gary, let's go to you.
I don't want to get yelled at for saying the wrong name of that Lakers team, but I think this is going to be a tough one for the Lakers, but I still think that they come out on top. I'm going with the Lakers.
Playing it safe, laying it up. I like it, Gary.
Yes.
I appreciate you. Let's go to Richie, who is going to absolutely dog us here, guaranteed.
Well,
That usually doesn't mean something good.
I was going to until I saw that PY Valley is 3-0 and Rootstown's 1-2. So I'm going to go
Wait, who Valley?
PY Valley. That's how I got them down on my book. I'm tuning Valley, right? Go Lakers.
Screw us, Rich. You still didn't screw us. We're good. We're good.
Back to the L.
Hi.
I know Rootstown is having a bit of a down year, but that's notoriously a really good program here in Portage County, no doubt. I think PV is going to really have the work cut out for them. But I said it last week. I think PV is the best 4-0 school that we got this year, and I'm going to go with the Lakers in a close one.
Say the other team again, real quick. Pronounce it.
How it's pronounced?
Yeah.
Rootstown. It's not Roots. It's Rootstown. Yeah,
we've been messing this up all year.
Yeah,
for
it's
years.
Rootstown. I promise you. If you ask anyone that goes there, yep, it's Rootstown. Yep.
Is it that Cleveland accent though?
It kind of is. Yeah, it's the same way you get Manaway. Like Manaway is another one that you get up here too. It's not Mantua, it's Manaway up here. Yeah.
And then Cuyahoga, right?
Mm-hmm. Cuyahoga.
I've heard Cuyahoga. I've heard Cuyahoga.
It's Hoga. Cuyahoga.
Okay. Rootstown.
Rootstown. Yeah.
That does not feel good coming off.
It didn't feel good with me when I got it corrected the first time too, but I've been corrected on it before, so I go Rootstown to be safe.
The battle of the teams that you can't say their names.
And
you were saying Mogador for the longest time.
Mogador. That was the third. I was trying to think of the three that I've been corrected since I joined YSN.
I hate to be that guy, and I'm not trying to make you look dumb here, but we got to tell the story about you sending a text message to me asking if everybody on the Springfield Tigers team is okay based on the news reports of what was happening in Springfield, Ohio.
Listen. It's not my fault that Ohio is such an unoriginal state that we're just going to call 3 different parts of the state Springfield. We got Middletown, Springfield, cats and dogs getting 8 Springfield. There's too many Springfields. Pick one and go with it.
Sean Guerrero, we had to do a wellness check on Sean Guerrero for Sam just to make sure his pets were okay. So yes, not our Springfield, folks. For those of you asking, especially the ones in our network that were asking at almost midnight on debate night, making sure that it wasn't our team that people were eating cats. So that being said, back to the board. CJ, to you.
How do you say Rootstown?
Roots.
Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. The Lakers are winning.
Oh, he goes easy. He goes easy with the Lakers.
I guarantee
he gave us
you
the Script Niles call on that one. He went Script Niles on that.
He goes, it doesn't matter. And you like the wheels were turning. He's like the Lakers. He just did the Gary Altizer coming up easy, laying it up on the green. Nice job, Siege. Eric Hughes.
Give me the Lakers in this one.
Sam.
Lakers, easy.
Fur.
Listen, every year since I've been on this show, I've wanted Rootstown, because that's what I've called them, to come on this network every single year. I want them to come on here mainly because I want to cover them in wrestling. They haven't called out. They haven't come on the network yet. Get here now. I will not pick you until you get here. Give me the Lakers and a huge win tonight.
They probably didn't know who you were talking about because you were saying Rootstown. They're probably like, who's that?
Yeah, they were calling you uneducated. They said, get out of here. We don't need you.
I'm going to go with Pymatuning Valley, the Lakers, tonight over Rootstown. Appreciate you, Rootstown. As our dear friend Fur said, the red carpet is out for you. But tonight, it is a Laker carpet, and the Lakers, who I'm going to go with Sam. He knows the running game. If they are the most physical and the best running game on YSN, I'd like to see it. I've got a couple teams I'd like to maybe match up against them, but
we'll see it next week.
We're going to see it. I will take Pymatuning Valley for my pick tonight. Speaking of, let's go to Springfield since we were talking about Springfield at Waterloo tie. This was a late breaking kind of move tie over here because we could not get admission to the game at Riverside, right? For Austintown Fitch.
Yeah.
So you are doing the Springfield at Waterloo game at Waterloo, so you're safe, and so are your pets. What are you thinking?
Yeah, I mean, obviously Waterloo 2-1, Springfield 1-2, but I don't think those records are indicative of what we're gonna see tonight. I think it's going to be an uphill battle for the Vikings, but that being said, I think they can keep it close. I think it's going to come down to really one key thing for it is they can't let the Tigers run all over them, because once the Tigers open up that running game, they open up the play action game, and then they're passing all over you, and then it's route city. I think if Waterloo can keep this within 14 points, like a 10, 14 points score by halftime, I think they got a chance. But I mean, Tigers are the class of the conference, and until someone proves them wrong, I got to go with Springfield.
CJ.
Yeah, I'm also going to go Springfield. Last week they lost to a really good Geneva team, who they set the tone throughout the whole game. Springfield had got the lead late, but then they gave it up immediately. But it was a great game between those two teams. I think Springfield wins today.
Easy.
Yeah, I'm going to take Springfield. Do it for the Cats.
Our Springfield Cats don't get eaten. Our Springfield Cats eat, and it's gonna be Springfield tonight.
Oh gosh,
we're getting canceled.
That's it, man. I can hear it.
Guys, I think this is the final week after these picks where the company's going to be a company. Listen, I'm a Springfield fan out of 2 weeks out of the whole season. I think they're going to win the night. That sounded weird coming out of my mouth, a Springfield fan. But give me Springfield tonight.
They hate you, man.
Oh, I know.
They hate you. Like, I don't know who hates
they hate me.
They hate you, and Struthers hates Sam. I'm sure that, good luck. Good luck. Gary, who do you have in this one?
Tigers.
Richie?
Yeah, I can't afford to lose my job. We're about to win another championship. Somebody go with the Tigers.
You wouldn't lose your job. Like, you don't work for us anymore.
Who knows? Social media.
DJ's got the connect, makes a call down the double.
Buddy, you and I know better than anybody. We have scrubbed the internet clean big time on this show. I too am gonna go with the Springfield Tigers. I saw them in person on Tuesday. A lot of guys that are really excited about this season, really excited about the NBAC and their opportunities. I'm gonna go with the Tigers here as they travel to Waterloo. All right, Tuskegee versus Wyndham. I'm gonna start it off, guys. Wyndham. They have been outstanding. Top 10 in the power rankings on YSN. I don't think it stops now. I'm taking the Bombers.
Bombers.
Sam?
I see Wyndham winning this one.
I see what you
did I did there, guys?
Hughes.
Yeah, I'm going to take the Bombers also. I mean, last week, like I said, Tuskegee played Lowville. There was a running clock in the first quarter. I think it'll be the same tonight.
Ooh, okay. We're calling the mercy clock. Siege.
I'll also go with Wyndham.
Your sound sounds incredible. You sound like Howard Stern.
Thank you.
Ty.
I believe in the Bombers.
Oh, I love it. Richie doesn't get it. Go ahead.
No, the I kid.
Yeah, that's right.
Yep.
Right.
There's that guy there too.
What?
He's still there.
It's a different eye. It's
different
not
eye.
It's
They had two eyes.
One this year.
They had two eyes.
Stealth Bombers.
Stealth Bombers. Scary.
Bombers big.
Bombers big. All right, JFK at Grand Valley. Now, Tyler Hartz has this game. Sam, we're going to start with you again because I know you know how big this one is with two YSN teams doing battle. JFK coming off a tough loss. Can they rebound against a very good Grand Valley team?
So Grand Valley is brand new turf, brand new field, and they've been looking to christen it. They've come this close 2 times in a row. There is no better way to christen their field than to beat the monster that is JFK. I think if ever they were vulnerable, it's this week. Grand Valley is running the wing tee. They're rushing the ball very, very well. They have played very, very well. They've got 3 losses by a combined 7 points. It's been a tough go for Grand Valley so far. I think JFK and Grand Valley, this could be a big game. I'm going to take the Mustangs. No surprise to anybody. But I do think it's going to be a better game than anybody in the state thinks it's going to be.
Warren, JFK, Powerhouse, and D7. I got to roll with JFK.
Had a chance to talk to David Bente yesterday. I was ready to run through the wall for him just in our interview. I got to believe that those guys are ready to run through the wall for him tonight. I'm taking JFK. Hughes.
Give me JFK also.
CJ. CJ. Acoustic
Oh, he's
excellence.
muted.
I think you're muted.
Okay, not muted anymore. All right.
Take-
JFK played a really strong game last week against LeBray. They coughed up the lead late, but I'm going to go JFK this week. Their quarterback threw the ball really well. The defense played an excellent game. I'm going to go with the JFK Catholic.
That a boy. Hey, that a
There you
boy. Way to represent. Way to represent. I appreciate that. Appreciate that. That's called journalism. Ty.
Yeah, I disagree with you, Sam. I think if JFK showed any vulnerability, it was last week, and I think they shored all that up. I think Eagles are flying high tonight because they're going to come out angry.
Richard Horiano.
I'm Catholic, so that'd be a big sin if I went against JFK. Give me the Eagles.
Yeah.
Eagles.
All right, on to the next one. We're going to go Wellsville at Southern Local. Gary, you know a thing or two about a thing or two.
Yeah, Tigers are 2 or 3 plays away from starting out 2-0, and then last week they had to drive over 2 hours, Southern Ohio, in the monsoon to play a game at a fairgrounds where they had the derby, the car derby in.
What?
It was a sloppy mess. They were at the 1 yard line, couldn't punch the ball in. It was tough to get the snaps off. This Tigers team has faced so much adversity here early in the season. You know, I will always pick the Tigers. I will bleed orange and black if you cut me open. I have to, and I always will pick Wellsville.
Well done, sir. Well done. The fairgrounds thing is
it was ridiculous. It was they just there was tire marks in the grass, I swear.
That's slightly new information, and incredible, by the way. Because the first question, I have many questions. The first is, how was the fair food? That's where I would start, and then I'd go from there.
Yeah.
Richie Giuliano.
Is this game in the Wigwam?
It is in the Wigwam.
Ball game. Call now. Southern Local wins. Wigwam over everybody. Hardest place to play in the country.
It's magical. It's the magic Wigwam. All right, Ty.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I mean, home field advantage would definitely play a big part. I'm gonna go with Southern in this one.
Siege.
I will also go Southern Local.
Eric.
Yeah, give me Southern.
Sam.
I love Wellsville, but I love my wife more. It's Southern Local anytime they're on the network.
Fur.
Southern Local.
I am not letting Gary eat alone. I'm going with the Tigers. This is a game, guys, and I've been there a couple times now. This is a game that comes down to discipline and execution. And 1-2 penalties could put you in a predicament for the rest of the game. I think the Tigers can pull the upset here. I'm interested to know the spread, but we can talk about that later offline if we want
Love
to.
you, DJ. Thanks, brother.
I got you, man. You're not eating alone on this network. West Geauga at Lakeside. Samuel Torres, you had a chance to talk to the coach?
I did. 3 turnovers and a safety. You're not winning that ball game. It doesn't matter who you're playing against. That's what the Dragons had to deal with last week. Blame it on the rain. That's what I'm doing. It was
go, Millie.
This West Geauga, I won't say their team name because it's gross. They have, they're 0-3. It's a tough schedule that they've had against themselves, but I think Lakeside is going to get their true home opener tonight. Give me the Dragons.
Trending across America right now is what is West Geauga's nickname?
Yeah, that's disgusting.
Gross.
Worst nickname in the state of Ohio. How is that possible?
And the helmets match. It's even worse.
The Wolverines.
You already know who I'm picking here. I can't even.
It's the Wolverines.
Don't tell me you're a you-know-what fan, Chris.
I am a Gators fan at heart, but I can't stand Ohio State fans, so I'm go blue.
Well, screw you then.
All right. Fur, who do you take?
Give me the Wolverines.
Oh my god. I'm taking the Dragons. Wow. Hughes.
I'll take the Dragons also. I'm not taking a Wolverine team.
Who are you then? CJ.
Ohio State.
I almost said something else.
I will
We're
take.
already getting canceled, so you might as well say it.
Let it fly.
Don't say it.
I will take the Dragons.
That a
Give me
boy.
that
Steve.
fillet of fish. Give me that fish. Let's go, Ty.
Yeah, give me Lakeside in this one.
Ty, the Prince of Portage knows what he's talking about.
Rich.
Dragons
Gary.
with the
Hey.
Wolverine.
Shout out to my former high school wrestling teammate Ryan Nightingale, 4-time state placer, longtime West Geauga teacher. Hope everything's good, Ryan, but I'm going with the Dragons.
Ooh, Swervski. Hopewell at Beaver. Youth night. CJ, what the hell does that mean?
Means what it says. Youth night today. We have a lot of youth football programs here in the area, so they're going to be honoring those kids. And today is also a big day for Beavers. We're honoring Bob Barrickman, who passed away a couple years ago. Beaver graduate, Beaver County radio star. He was at all the big games in Beaver County. He was a lot of fun to talk to, and we all miss him very dearly. So we're going to be honoring him tonight. It's going to be crowded. Listen, I'm just excited here on YSN. I get to showcase some actual football for the first time, Whippeal football on YSN Live. It's going to be a lot of fun. Beaver's going to win big. I know Hopewell, this is really their first year in the last couple years having some early success. They have a really good young group, but this senior class for Beaver is just something else. They have so many playmakers. This is going to be a great showcase for the Beaver Bobcats tonight.
I love it. I love it for Bob. Let's go, Ty.
Yeah, I'm not going to go against one of our Keystone State teams. Give me Beaver.
Richie.
Yeah, Hopewell's going to need some of those 8th graders to come out and play for them in the second half because they're going to get whooped. Let's take Beaver.
Oh, Gary.
Beaver.
I'm taking the Bobcats. This one's for Bob. Fur.
Beaver.
Sam.
Leave it to Beaver.
Hughes.
Yeah, I'll take Beaver, the second best Whippeal team on the network.
We got 3 games on Saturday to pick. We do not have the Perry at Cleveland Central Catholic game, if you're wondering. Also, for those Fitch fans, I know it's frustrating. We did not gain admission to the Fitch game tonight, so we will not have the Fitch game. I don't know if they're streaming it elsewhere. Please look. Don't get bamboozled. Like, don't go on Facebook looking for links because you'll end up paying an absorbent amount of money. Somebody will steal your credit card. That's how it goes. But it will not be on YSN in case anybody's telling you it is. Unfortunately, we could not gain access. I'd like to take accountability, but we don't have any. We had Ty ready to go, and he was denied. So just letting you know. Also, we will not have the Perry game tomorrow at noon. We do have at 1 p.m. Steubenville Central Catholic at St. John. Sam, let's just go Heralds here.
It's Herald, baby. Let's go.
Fur?
St. John, baby.
St. John here. Hughes?
St. John.
Siege?
St. John.
Ty?
St. John.
Richard?
St. John.
Gary?
I've seen Catholic Central play. I did as much research on St. John as I can. I couldn't pick a team. It's a toss-up, so I'm going to trust Sam going with St. John.
That a boy. Never go wrong with Sam Torres. 7 p.m. Latonia and Valley Christian. Noah and myself have the call. Andy Hake in the building. Latonia struggling right now, but they are looking to make a name for themselves tomorrow night. I'm going to go with Coach Hake is where I always go. So next week's going to be interesting. You're going to want to tune in. Let's go to Christopher Colucci.
Give me Hake-a-mania.
Yeah. Sammy.
I'll tell you what, no disrespect to Latonia, but they've that Valley Christian's already broken one record for touchdowns. I think they're going to do it again this weekend. It may be Lindsey. It may be the quarterback again. Somebody's going to score about 9 times.
Husey.
Yeah, I'm going to take Valley Christian this one also.
CJ.
I will also take Valley Christian.
Ty?
Picked against Hake last week, not doing it for the rest of this season. Give me Valley Christian.
Bad boy. All right, Richie.
Give me Hake.
Bad boy. Gary?
Valley.
And the final game tomorrow, 1 p.m. I guess it's not the final game, but it is for the first time ever game on YSN. Our partnership with Westminster College. Ladies and gentlemen, Waynesburg at Westminster. We will have it courtesy of Westminster Cable Network. Some extreme talent in the broadcast booth, looking to be the next generation of not only stars on the microphone, but to do it at the next level. And certainly to see some college football, that we could see some potential YSN players playing one day at Westminster College or at Waynesburg for that matter. Who's taking the Titans and who's taking the Yellow Jackets, who are orange, by the way. So just for what it's worth. Gary.
Call me a company man, Westminster.
That's my guy right there. You don't let me eat alone either.
That's right.
Richie.
The Yellow Jackets got beat by 90 in week 1 against Case Western, which a lot of doctors go there. So I'm going to go Westminster.
Ty.
Yeah, I mean, I that's all the convincing I needed right there. Give me Westminster.
CJ.
Before I went to YSU, I almost went to Waynesburg for sports broadcasting. They have a good broadcasting program down there. I'm going to go with Westminster after hearing they almost got, or they did get their.
Oh, I thought we lost you. I thought you froze up.
Uh-oh.
That's what you get. That's what you get for saying that Waynesburg's #1 sports broadcasting and Westminster's #2 when they generated some of the greatest announcers of all time who will go nameless.
Lanny Fratteri was a professor down at Waynesburg. He's pretty darn good. So,
David Barner's pretty damn good too. That's what I'm going to say right now. Dr. David Barner, this one's for you. On to Eric Hughes.
Yeah, I'm going to take the Titans in this one also.
That a baby. Samuel?
Titans by 1,000,000.
Boom! Fur.
You know what I love about this so much? Westminster, you can only catch it on ysnlive.com, baby. They're the team. Give me the Westminster Titans, baby.
The bigger win is the fact that we all called them Westminster and not Westminster. That's all I'm going to say. Titans, always. We're bleeding blue here on the network. Except for in a lot of cases, to be honest with you. We're bleeding blue on Saturday, but you get it. Anyway, that is the picks. Real quick around the horn, gentlemen. Let's go to our Joe Dickey Electric sponsor because it is time for What's Your Spark presented by Joe Dickey Electric. They are everything electrical. Visit them today at DickeyElectric.com. Around the horn we go. Where we start, nobody knows. Ty Bartell.
Give it, I guess, a positive spark to the OG laptop I got with YSN. I got retired over the week of the silver bullet. I called it after, I think, 5 years and hundreds, if not maybe thousands of broadcasts. She's finally being put to rest for the new one. So shout out to that OG laptop.
Moment of silence for the OG laptop. The moment has passed. Thank you, laptop. We appreciate your hard work, dedication. Gary Altizer.
Hey, this week the Wellsville Lady Tigers volleyball team has to play 5 games. And in the first 6 games of the season, they've had to play 2 top 7 teams that are in 2 divisions higher than them. The reason the girls are starting late is because they were working to raise some money for their booster club. Your spark, my spark should all be the Wellsville Lady Tigers.
Husey.
So next week, I'm actually going to be starting a show where I'll be talking to Lowville coaches and players, apparently. DJ asked me about it a few days ago if I want to do it. I said, yeah. Don't know how it's going to go. I'm kind of stepping in my comfort zone here, but I can't wait to see how that goes, honestly. And also, let's go Rockets.
Let's go Rockets, he says. Fur Dog.
Melissa, mine's a little sad. Stuff's just gone on recently in life, and I just got to tell you, hold your loved ones close. You never know when you're going to have your last I love you, your last goodbye. Just always, always, always hug them, tell them you love them, hold them close, and it's my spark of the week.
CJ.
Yeah, positive spark. Super excited about tonight. It's been a long time coming. We get some Beaver football on the network. We tried to broadcast a game a couple weeks ago against Blackhawk. Obviously, we had all that rain. I'm pretty sure a hurricane came through. But this, so this is gonna be a fun night tonight. Beaver football on the network.
Hurricane Bobcat on to Sam Torres.
My spark tonight is the fact that Ashtabula football will be on the premier high school football network. Every team is at home tonight. Every school system that knew enough, that cares enough about their kids are gonna have their kids promoted tonight. I'm super proud of that. Ashtabula, you should be super proud of it. It's gonna be a great night of football. And before I go, Fitch by a million, because in the words of the great Ty Bartell, if we can't stream them, we beat them.
Guest picker.
Yeah, I think mine's easy. It's being back on this show. I remember the first ever YSN Power Hour was DJ and I throwing cheese balls at each other and eating fruit snacks. But that's where it all started, and it was great to be back on with all you guys and miss you guys, and keep doing great work.
Love you, Richie. Thank you very much. We appreciate you. And also the Capri Sun Chug Challenge, which I think you still hold the crown in. So
I do.
All of that. Mine, guys, very easy. Very, very easy, especially this week. What a huge, huge wave of emotion yesterday. For those of you who don't know, I can finally say, I can tell my story eventually, but I can tell you this in a synopsis, is I finally became, and my wife finally became, parents of two extraordinary young people. So grateful, so grateful. A long process. We adopted Z and Bella yesterday in front of family and friends, and then I finally got to show our kid's face on social media, which was incredible. So hard not to do, with all the great things like your first steps. The first time you do all the Z's first hit in baseball and playing flag football and just being great kids overall. So that was an incredible day for all of us at the network, because everybody knows these two. Everybody loves these two. They are loved by so many, but for the first time, it's great to be able to say that we are officially parents. And it's a long road, long journey, but man, is it worth it. And I can't wait to see what the rest of the story holds for our kids. That is the show for today, week 4. Ladies and gentlemen, get out there, support your local teams, root for your local teams. Even if you have no rooting interest, get out there and buy a ticket to the ball game, support the band, support the players, support the coaches, support your community. And most of all, we hope you support us when you are in those stands, and become a lightning bug by going to ysnlive.com/live for all your local scores, your local games, your streams, and of course, the Audible Call with Mike Ackelson will be available here tonight on ysnlive.com. For Sam, for Eric, for CJ, for Ty, for the Gary, wherever he is, and for the returning Richie Giuliano. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been the YSN Power Hour, proudly brought to you by Toyota of Warren. We'll see you at the games. YSN thanks you for watching.